John Farnham and Olivia Newton-John have 100 years of experience in the entertainment industry between them. The much-loved Australian performers have been friends for decades, but only sang together for the first time in 2000 at the Sydney Olympics. They enjoyed the experience so much that they then did a successful tour together called Two Strong Hearts, after John's hit song, and this year they've recorded an album of duets called Friends for Christmas. I spent some time with John Farnham and Olivia Newton-John in Sydney this afternoon. John and Olivia, lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
How did you two first meet each other?
We've been trying to remember this for the last few interviews. We can't remember.
We started making stuff up.
You met in prison?
Because we can't remember when we very first met. But I'm pretty sure you're right when you said in England. And if it's not, we've told that story all the time, so it's going to become urban myth anyway.
We were teenagers, or like almost 20, at least I was, when I think I first met John and Jill in London.
With this particular project, where did the idea for that come from?
It was Dennis Hanlon, wasn't it, who's the head of Sony here, and he, according to John, plied him with some beautiful wine and asked him if he might do a Christmas record, because, what was it, 46 years since you've done one or something?
The last Christmas album I made was apparently 46 years ago. I was really pleased when they brought that up. I was very, very happy to hear that.
You was a child, of course.
But of course I was a child. I was 8. Anyway, he said he would be up for making a Christmas album, and I said, oh, that'd be fun, I think. He said, do you think Olivia, because we'd done the Two Strong Hearts tour and everything went so well, and I texted Olivia, literally, do you want to make a Christmas album, ? And got back in seconds, yes.
Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
With technology these days, if you are recording an album together, do you have to be in the same location, or does everyone do their parts wherever they are?
You don't have to be, but we wanted to be, and I think that's what's made the difference in some. We actually sang live together through glass. That was important. Otherwise, it's very clinical, because I've done that. You have too.
I have too. Yeah. And I think, a duet is all about
playing off the other person.
You're playing off the other person, thank you. That was going to be a very unpleasant pause for a minute. It's having that compadre, the simpatico, and I love her voice. I love her voice, and so she's such fun to sing with, and we were able to breathe together, and that's singing is an enormous part of singing, is the breathing, and so we're watching each other breathe, looking each other in the eyes, singing these songs together, and I think it shows
and
in the stuff.
We're breathing also.
Yeah, we're going to call the next one Beating Heart or something. Hopefully, Beating Heart still.
Inflating lungs, can I suggest? Just because you're friends doesn't necessarily mean that you'll have chemistry on stage or that you can work together as an act. Can you figure that out before actually trying it, or can you only work that out in the studio or on stage? We
tend to bring out the best in each other. I know that I used to like mucking around with my phrasing. And she'd look at me and go, oh, I'm coming at you, I'll sort that. And that was great fun, and then she would do the same thing with some of the harmonies that she would come up with. It was just amazing, and, it would take me somewhere else. So we had a great time.
I'm such a huge fan of his anyway. I love his voice, and I've always admired him as an artist and a singer. So.
When you are making or recording a song like The Voice or like Physical, do you get a spider sense at the time that, this is going to be massive?
I didn't, but, I can speak for Physical. I thought it was a hit song, but I had no idea it was going to be as big as it was.
Nailed it on the head. Yeah, look, I felt the same way about The Voices. I thought it was a hit song. I thought, I have to sing this song, but you never know if it's going to be a hit. I mean, there are songs that I've knocked back. I thought, don't like that one. And I think one of them was Wind Beneath My Wings. I got sent Wind Beneath My Wings. Not for me. I didn't see it. But for Bet, it worked a dream.
John, I was reading that when Whispering Jack came out, that you were sort of on the bones of your bum at the time. And,
absolutely.
And the labels passed on it.
Yep. In fact, I was originally with EMI, and because I wasn't doing much, kind of lapsed, didn't drop me. And Wheatley actually mortgaged his house for me to make that album. We had to put it out in the brown paper bag because they were, Johnny Farnham, are you kidding? Oh, no way we're going to play him. Fortunately, it got through.
Have you had moments in your career like that, Olivia, where you've thought, oh gee, maybe it's done now, maybe it's as big as it's ever going to be?
All the time. And particularly, I think in 2000, after I did the Olympics, it was like I thought, that's the pinnacle. There's not going to be anything after this. I really believed it. And then I was offered a bunch of stuff and it just kept going. But I often think that. Now I'm open to, I'm really loving it and singing and performing. And I never used to really like live performance, but I have been enjoying it.
Given that you've both had those real peaks and also valleys over what are long careers, what do you think you've learnt about life through those experiences?
Oh, gosh.
Nothing's forever. But I think that's just basic common sense. Look, what we do isn't brain surgery. It's not brain surgery. I mean, it's entertainment, and I try not to take myself too seriously. There are guidelines, but I know she's the same, and it's about, for us. It's about connecting with people and trying to move them some way, whether it's moving them to boo or moving them to shout hurrah, but not to sit there and give you nothing. It's not an ego trip, but it is in its way. But people come up to us all the time and then say, "Sorry to bother you," but hang on, no bother at all. We've spent over 50 years of our lives trying to get people interested in what we do and entertain them. And when they are, why would we say, "Oh, I want to be alone, leave me"?
Like John, I like to sing a song that will make somebody feel something about something. I do a song about trees and the rainforest and about dolphins and things that I care about also that can make people feel something and think about something, and just strictly entertain them, make them laugh and jump in their seat or whatever. But that's a pleasure for us.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet both of you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Lee. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and yours.